Hi everyone, Tori here with another Project Life. Okay, let me start over. Tori here with another Project Life process video, number 9, and this process video comes with a warning. The warning is that I will most assuredly completely butcher the French language. So if you are a French-speaking person, shut the video off now or you will forever think that I am an idiot because I cannot speak French. And and don't worry, I'm not going to try, but this video has a couple Project Life cards that have French words on them, and I will try to say them and massacre them. So if that is going to extremely bother you, you better shut the video off now and just skip to the next Project Life process video and skip this one. So, again, I apologize, and you were warned, so I don't want to hear any comments in the comments section about my horrible French, because you were completely warned that this was going to happen. So, this project video is called Bonjour, Bonjour, I don't know how to say that, which I think means hello, because there's this really pretty card that came in this month's Project Life Cert Kit, and I wanted to use it on this layout for a couple of reasons. One, I really like the color, and for some reason there's a lot of French cards in this kit, and I thought they would be fun to use on one layout. And the photo of me with the pretend hockey stick mustache, which you're seeing off to the right hand side, looks sort of French. So I was like, I'm gonna go with a French theme here. And hopefully that's okay with everybody. Okay, so I have to warn you, I have 3 Project Life process videos, the one that I did before this one, and one more that are coming, and I'm planning on doing them all and recording all the audio tonight, and it is already past 12 at night, so I'm really tired. So I can't be held accountable for my horrible French or for the ridiculousness of this video, so I apologize. So I've started the same way I start all of my pages. I began with the photos, placed them all down. Then I went and grabbed some Project Life cards to fill up the rest of the spots. And the cards that I'm using are coming from the Studio Calico February Cert Kit. And I'm also going to grab a couple from my stash just to fill in some empty spots as well. So the yellow card that you see in the top left-hand corner and the yellow card that you see in the bottom right-hand corner are actually the insert card that comes in the Project Life kit that lets you know what the kit is called and who the designer is. And I love to just use those. They're usually a really pretty color that matches the kit, and I just cover up the information about the kit with another card or with a photo and use the card as an element. And that is what I have done here. And the photos that are in this layout are just some random everyday life photos that came from the month of February last year. There's some winter photos up at the top with the really bad ice storm that we had. In the middle row, there's some photos of my sister and I out for a meal playing table hockey. And in the bottom, there's a photo of my dog, Max, who is my special buddy. And the photo of my dog Max was actually taken on Valentine's Day last year. And since I am perpetually single, that's such a funny way to say it. Since I'm single, he was my date. So he will be my Valentine's date, and I will document that on this card. So if you've been watching my videos, you probably know I'm crazy. So I don't understand why you continue to subscribe, but you do. So thank you everyone for subscribing, commenting, and liking. And on that note, while I'm talking about that, I do have a 500 subscriber giveaway that is still open and you can still enter. I'll link it up in the comment or in the description below. So if you haven't entered yet, go ahead and enter. It's for a $25 gift certificate to Studio Calico, because that's my favorite store to buy scrapbooking supplies. And I really just want to bless everyone for being so kind. So go enter. You have until the 15th of March to enter, and then I'm going to pick somebody. And, well, for now, I'll just get back to the layout. But if you haven't entered yet, pause the video. Like, stop it right now, go enter, and then come back and watch the rest. So, go. Right now. Stop the video, go and enter. Okay. For those of you who have already entered and are continuing to listen to me, I'll continue to tell you what I'm doing. So I decided that I wanted to mat some of the photos. I didn't want them to just be in a pocket by themselves. So I'm just trimming off some of the extra, just blank sides on the photos and just some extra things so that when I mat them you can see the really pretty pattern behind it. And I have been using my Canon Selfie to print all of my photos, which is amazing. I love that little photo printer. And the photo that you see in the top right hand corner is a photo collage that I printed off using my Canon Selfie, and it has 3 photos and it just sort of randomly placed them all on there. And I love the way that it looks, but I wanted it to have some color behind it. So I did grab a card and then trim off a little bit from each side so that there could just be a little pink outline around all of the photo collage up there. So what I'm doing now, in order to fulfill my strange obsession, I am rounding all of the corners on the photos and on the cards so that they have that consistent look, just because I really like that. And on that note, I still need a corner rounder. I haven't gotten one yet, and this one keeps getting stuck, but I'm going to continue using it because I'm cheap. In the meantime, I decided to punch out some snowflakes using Martha Stewart Snowflake Punch, and I decided to go with snowflakes because it was really cold in February last year and there was lots of snow, and the photo in the top right hand corner is about the ice that just covered everything, and so I thought it would be cute if the rest of the page had little snowflakes all over. And I put them on multiple cards just to draw that element into the whole entire layout. So, like I normally do, I'm using my 2 favorite adhesives. I will be using my hot glue gun, which you see in the top right hand corner, and I'm also using some double-sided tape from Express It. That's my favorite double-sided tape, and it's so easy to use. So I'm going to sort of start by adhering all of my photos to the cards and then adhering my snowflakes. And I'll also be adding some other embellishments in just a couple minutes. So I mentioned it when I was telling you about this photo for that top right hand corner with the ice, but I think it's worth mentioning because it's sort of ridiculous. Last year at wintertime, the snow was so bad and the ice was so bad that we had ice storms and everything was just covered in a thick layer of ice. And it was so beautiful, but it was also really dangerous. And I love that my project life documents everyday life, and I can take pictures of things like ice on the Christmas wreath in the front doorway just to keep track of that. I think it just is such a fun part about this project. And I'm on that photo of my dog card. I am adding the card that says Merci and also the photo of my dog, and I wanted those to overlap, so I trimmed them and rounded the bottom corners of the photo of my dog so that they would sort of match with the journaling card above. I also cut up this card that said Valentine's Day because I thought it would be cute, just that little extra piece. And I think it's funny that it's on a photo of my dog. On that back of that card that I had just cut up, there was a little heart with a pink outline, and it matched the Valentine's Day sentiment that I had cut out. So I decided to cut out that little heart and use it on the page as well. And so I cut it and I stuck it on one of the snowflakes. And now I'm just going to sort of dig through this month's embellishments and see what else I can use that will go with the layout. I thought about using some of those sentiment strips, but they didn't really work. So instead I grabbed a ton of these blue labels out and sort of just arranged them to see what could work and if any of them could work on the page. Also grabbed one sentiment strip that said, "Let's kick it." I thought it was just sort of cute on that photo of my sister as we play table hockey. And now I totally realize after doing this that that's ridiculous to have a phrase that says "Let's kick it" on something to do with hockey. I guess you can totally tell that I'm not a sports person. Like, that probably would have made sense if it was like a soccer thing, but you don't kick anything in hockey. Oh, whatever. It's my page and it makes me happy. But if you're really into sports, I am an embarrassment to the world of sports. Which is fine, because I don't play sports, so I guess it's okay that I embarrass the world of sports, because they probably don't even care. So the other thing I'm doing is just grabbing some of those other blue labels and just going through them and putting them around the page as well. The rectangle one on the photo of my sister with the little tiny puck says good times. The two circles on the photo of my dog say love and this. And the one I put on that bottom right hand corner card that says I heart you, I put right now. I'm also adding some letter stickers so that it says I love you right now and always. So I grabbed some stickers that came in the Flying Trapeze kit to write and always. And they covered up the blue label. So I decided to just grab another blue label and glue that on top so that it doesn't cover it up. And then there's this weird space in the bottom right hand corner, so I needed something else. So I was trying to figure out what to add, and eventually I decided to add some more letter stickers so that it says I love you right now and always, and then and forever. And I'm going to use the pink and blue vellum tiny alpha that came in 2 of the kits this month, and I'm just going to rotate between the colors, go pink and blue, just because I don't have enough of all blues or enough of all pinks, so it works to just go back and forth. I wanted to tie that blue color in that tiny alphas to somewhere else on the page, so I end up adding a title to the top card of the winter outdoors, and I write the word ice cold. And once I'm done with that, I'm almost done with the page. I think I'm just going to add a couple of enamel dots or puffy stickers that I just had in my stash, and these ones came from, I think, the December daily kit, and I just add those a couple on the page, a couple of the puffy hearts and circle dots, and once I'm done with that, I have this one piece of flair that has sort of all the colors from the page, and I really wanted to use it on the page, but I can't figure out what to do with it, so I end up just putting it aside because it doesn't work on any of the specific cards. And once I'm done with that, I'm done with the page, and I'm just going to insert all of the photos and journaling cards, show you a couple of them, and that's it. It's done. Thanks everyone for joining me. I really appreciate your comments, your subscriptions, your likes, and even just the fact that you're here watching and listening to the craziness. And so if you have made it through the entire video and listened to the craziness of my French skills and my lack of hockey skills and just my craziness, you deserve an award. Good night and have a lovely evening. Bye!